Speaking of instructions, you came in with this, in fact you have it in your hand, his and her pack. Makes it easier for men, right? What are your thoughts on this his and her pack that was launched a little while ago with instructions for his?
I think more than the instructions, the fact that it says his and her pack, like I said, like you can no longer say that kapde do yor to ka kaam hai. I mean, it's written on the pack, right? It's his and her, so you can also do it. So I think
no, but the his part is also just to make the instructions a little easier for the ones.
It's for people who haven't washed clothes before, for example.
Right.
But how difficult is it? I don't know how difficult is it. You just put, it says powder yahan pe dalo, kapde yahan pe dalo, on karo.
You can ask my mother, who's shrunk many of my favorite sweaters when we were younger. So it's possible to do that, but I think this does help out. And for people who haven't used a washing machine or are not familiar with it, this is to help them become familiar with it so that they can help out and they can't use that excuse of saying that it's very complicated or we don't understand it. And what was lovely about the aerial movement as well, share the load, was the wash bucket challenge. I just thought the phrasing, I mean, this is, of course, Kunal as a man said this on stage because we went to Chandigarh and Lucknow and Bangalore with the Share the Load movement, and there was a great response. But Kunal as a man appreciated the fact that the word challenge was used in wash bucket challenge because I think men like a challenge. So it was very well put by Ariel, I think.
As long as they keep that challenge going.
Yeah, but
I've
just been told that 5 lakh men have already taken up this challenge and agreed to do the laundry and share the load, which I think is a big achievement, and let's just keep the count going up and up.
But do you think, like, doing household chores is also about spending quality time together?
You know, it takes time to do household chores. And there are days when, if I'm not working, the whole day goes by in just doing things. It's an endless list of things that need to be done. And I do think that it makes it more fun and it reduces the time that it takes to do chores when you do them together. So even if you share things, for example, if someone is doing the dishes and someone is doing the laundry or someone is, you just divide the chores or you do them together, which I prefer. I think that it does make it more fun.
Sharing the load.
It's sharing the load and it's, it makes it more fun and less tedious.
Now let's talk a little bit about those labels. We can't see yours anymore.
I'm not going to talk about it now.
Masaba, your clothes have always made a statement, and now there are going to be labels attached to your clothes which will also make a statement. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I think it's always nice to do these associations, but how do you take them a step further? And I think that it's a great idea from their side to do this, because everyone who's buying a garment from my stores will now own one of the aerial wash care labels, and I was being told just before that's the first time in the world that this has happened, where there's a his and her wash care label, and I think that it'll at least remind not just men but also women that you have to share the load. There's a lot of women also who would this would be very helpful for, like me. So yeah, I'm very happy to take this to the next level and put it
which is what gave us the confidence to wear our shirts inside out and to be proud of our labels. And as you said, the equality factor, I think, is what motivated me certainly to be a part of this movement, because I do appreciate that one talks a lot about love in marriage and less so perhaps about respect. But I think that this will generate a lot of equality and a lot of mutual respect between couples. And I do want to, especially this first row of all male photographers,